On March 31st, 2015, GP was conceived by 4 high school friends in the computer lab of their high school. We are Jerry, Kale, Sean, and
Hello.
which was Grant. We all conceived the idea of Gamerpalooza. We've all thought about it for a long time.
Well, technically, to interject, it wasn't really Gamerpalooza. Squid Squad Gaming, that we had that for our name, and then we were New Kids on the Block, according to say Grant. We were Backstreet Boys, according to Grant. I remember. And then since this Squid Squad Gaming was taken, we went to Gamerpalooza, and that's how we found our name. I don't know if y'all remember that, John.
So we were still conceived in the computer lab of our high school. Nonetheless,
During class.
during class, on top of that,
During lunch.
lunch break, Jerry. Anyway, we were just four guys that were really into Twitch and what Twitch was all about. We thought, why not give it a shot? Why not us? You know, things we see on Twitch, big streamers getting thousands of dollars, big streamers getting a lot of love from the community, a lot of viewers, a lot of people supporting them, a lot of people doubting them. We wanted the stress that came with the rise to Twitch, so to speak. So, that being said, April 9th, 2015 was the first stream of Gamerpalooza. And the very next day, on April 10th, was the first 24-hour live stream for everyone to see. We tried to self-promote it as much as physically possible before it actually started.
Maybe by spam. Maybe
Spam nevertheless. And then 2 years later, approximately April 17th, 2017, we had our second anniversary live stream, 24-hour, fourth one that we've done. And with that being said, we actually had a lot of things happen the first 24-hour stream to the most recent one being April 17th of this current calendar year.
A lot has happened in the past 2 years. I mean, we had a gorilla killed.
But
We lost Harambe.
we had concocted many ideas, and now we're going to show you. We're going to talk about the OGP. We're going to talk about the different things that made us what we are, and the different things we're innovating to make us even better than what we were. So without further ado, we're going to kick it off with the man, the myth, the legend, Jerry the Mathlete. Just tell us about the rise of Twitch Plays Pokemon, which he started in May of 2015.
Well, in May of 2015, that was last month in high school, and we were all finishing in what happens after you graduate high school. Senior trip, of course. So my class went on senior trip, except me, because I was only 16 at the time when I graduated, but it was under my duty to make GP, grow, and flourish. But I didn't have the time to stream as much as I did, and TPP, not really called Pokemon, I called it Viewers Play Pokemon, a little Chinese knockoff of Twitch Plays Pokemon. But I went ahead and I found ways to make my own Twitch Plays engine, found an old computer, set it up, had the stream running, and I had it almost as a downtime, like off stream for GP. That way we can get an audience and get an interactive audience while we are away from the stream. Because again, I didn't really have as much time to stream, but I wanted to donate my time and services to the group as much as I could. So once I had that whole setup going, we ended up getting pretty good. Had some regulars. Even after Kale and Sean came back from senior trip, whenever they finished streaming, TPP went back on. I mean, it was really successful. I think gained us most of our following to this date. I remember TPP is what gave us our 1,000 follower. Whether that be a good thing or not, actually actively streaming when we gained our 1,000. But nonetheless, TPP was something that I think helped GP in a way. And that later evolved because I used the same program I used. I ended up partnering up with a channel very shortly at the time before college called Let's Robot, where they programmed the robots to be controlled in a Twitch play style similar to Twitch plays Pokemon. Built a little robot out of Mindstorm's bricks and hooked it up the same way that I had my Twitch plays or viewers play Pokemon game set up, and exactly the same thing. And they called attention of it. We got partnered for a moment, so I think that was a pretty good way to get a bit of recognition. But shortly after that, college came back, kicked us up the butt, and now I was like, great, gotta shut it all down.
So with that being said, Twitch plays Pokemon. We're actually going to go into the pros and cons of that a little bit later on. But for right now, we're going to actually dive into the rise of Mob Deep. If you guys don't know what Mob Deep is, and if you've never seen us actually stream while we were doing our Mob Deep streams, back in 2015, around June or July, give or take, this is right before college actually called us all to, take that next step in furthering ourselves. Me and Sean actually, conceived this idea of let's stream Call of Duty, the older Call of Duties, not the not AW or whatever Call. I think it was AW that was out.
Yeah, it was AW, I think,
at that point in time. And we was like, no, let's not play AW. Let's play the older Call of Duties. Let's play Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. We played all the retro Call of Duties, just to gain kind of more or less of a exposure to the Twitch community. We actually had people actually join in with us on a daily basis to actually play as a one group, 6-man on Call of Duty, whatever Call of Duty we were playing at the time. So we're gonna kick it over to Sean, tell him give us a little bit of an overview of the growth of Mob Deep as it kind of went into it.
Well, Mob Deep started out, first of all, when we did our second 25 stream, is when we met two people, Pistol Bill and Cool Boys. They're our most loyal viewers. Met them while we were doing a 25 stream, and then we added Cool Boys, and he continued to play with us, and then he invited his friend. All of a sudden, we just started playing Black Ops 2 more, and Mob Deep was really just a Black Ops 2 team, because they didn't really enjoy Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 2 was a more popular game at the time. But every night we'd get on, play from like 8 to 2 in the morning, straight Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, S&D. I mean, we were, I'd say we were fairly one of the best 6-mans on at the time. It just continued to evolve. And as we kept going longer and longer, Kale decided he wanted to get an Elgato so he could stream from his point of view. And during Mob Deep, we also had this conception of putting 2 webcams on the same stream of me and Kale while he was in my room gaming with us. This continued for about probably three months straight of Mob Deep. And it would have continued longer, but then college got the best of us, and our friends, they were in high school, so they couldn't put the time to playing as much as we did. And they also did get a PS4, so I believe they sold their PS3s. So we can no longer play any old gen COD with them, so that's pretty much how Mob Deep started. It was probably easily the most popular time that one of us was actually streaming. We would get rapid viewers and rapid follows, and we also used to have enough people to play Michael Myers at the time, just from people asking to play in our session.
Yeah, but Mob Deep was really like one of those things where we really just hit it off with those few people that we had. I think it was Pure Dolphin, Pure Clev, and there was another Pure person that I can't really remember the name of. But it didn't really matter. We had Cool Boys, Pistol Bill, me, Sean, Pure Dolphin, Pure Clev, and the other Pure guy. We all really kind of gelled together and started playing just nothing but Search and Destroy Black Ops 2. And it was really fun at the time because in Black Ops 2 is a game that you can really do a lot of different things in Search and Destroy. Trolling, all the different type of things, knife only, snipe only, all that kind of stuff that you can't really find really well in another Call of Duty. And there's so many things that Black Ops 2 could actually provide when you're actually playing. It provided a lot of attention. It provided a lot of entertainment for the viewers to actually come into our stream and watch it. And then, like he said, we were getting rapid viewers. We were getting a lot of people and attention coming into the stream. And it was just like a really good time period for us when we were actually streaming under Mob Deep. And you know, we kind of want to like go into it again, but Mob Deep is kind of like, you know, you originate something, you originate like a little clan, a little, you know, inside 6-man, you know, and you don't really want to break that again. So we might want to, in a later date, we might want to create like another, you know, 6-man. We might not call it Mob Deep again. We might call it something else, you know, Metro Boomin, like RGB team, you know. It's something along the lines of something new, fresh, innovative, all those ideas. Like I was talking about, the innovation process of GP is kind of what we're going to go into. And I remember when one time I was streaming Halo 5, or was it Halo 5 or was it Halo 3? One of the Halos was really big, and somebody was playing it.
Summer's Game Done Quick.
Yeah, Games Done Quick. We're actually, you know, streaming it, and then I went into Halo 3, and I had a surplus of viewers come in. I think that was like
at least 40.
That was like I think that was the most I've ever had when I was streaming at one point in time. That was kind of, you know, back then when we were really kind of popular in the Twitch era. And like I said in the previous video, we actually have 1,300 followers. Say subscribers, don't say that.
Most of them from TPP.
We got a surplus of them from TVP, and then we got a lot of them from Call of Duty as well in that time period. A lot of which aren't really active anymore, or if they're active, they're not watching us anymore. So, you know, it's kind of
take a break from streaming.
Yeah, we kind of realized that no, we can't do that again. We can't not stream for a long period of time because it's just not going to work. But yeah, we're gonna go now into the cons and pros of TPP because of the fact that TPP was like such a main part of what we were doing when we weren't streaming. Like, it was something to give us constant viewers and an influx of people just watch in the stream at all times, even though we weren't there. You know what I'm saying? So that just gave us the opportunity to have those people in the chat in stream watching something, and they were giving us constant viewers. But there were some very bad cons of it and some very good pros. So kind of got to dive into that, and I'm gonna start off with Jerry since it was his concoction, his idea, his little baby, so to speak, of VPP as he calls it. So we'll go into some pros and cons.
Okay, firstly, with the pros of the VPP, I mean, we got viewers, we got followers. The streamer went viewers and followers. Well, that's basically that, along with periodic raids, would be the only pros to it. Now, cons would be, I believe that the cons actually outweigh the pros in a way.
Indeed.
Yeah, we actually ended up getting suspended. Our account actually got suspended 3 days. And long story about that, when we got suspended, it IP banned us as well as any other IP that we accessed the channel from. And at this time, I was in college in my first semester, and when I went to log into Twitch and got the notification banned, it IP banned everyone at my college. So everyone was freaking out, like, why are they banned from Twitch? And here I am sitting back, like, incognito, hoping that nobody finds out that it was me. Because what happened is somebody ended up taking one of the Pokemon, since we had not a lot of viewers, Precise Movement. They went ahead and they named one of our Pokemon a very racist slur, as you may call it today, part R. But another con of it is we got follows, but we didn't gain any fans, as you could say, because we streamed more than just viewers play. We streamed COD, you know, Mob Deep. We streamed I streamed Pokemon Showdown. That was pretty popular at the time. And
really what happened was the people that would actually, you know, play VPP would not actually come watch the COD stream. So once ever we stopped VPP and started playing Call of Duty or something, they automatically just left. They never joined back to watch the Call of Duty streams or any other stream for that matter that wasn't affiliated with Pokemon. when it's not affiliated with Pokemon, they don't want to see it. Then we lose all our viewer base just basically off of that. And then once ever it comes back up, they're like, oh, it's back, and then they jump back on it.
And then they do it again.
Yeah. So Twitch Plays has its problems, and that's really kind of how it came to be. It was really like more of a problematic thing than like
right.
yin and yang type thing.
Yeah. Nonetheless, to say that our top donator actually thanked us for doing the TPP setup. Shout out to Stein Thor. Shout out to the man. He thanked us for doing it. Dropped a $10 donation. It's still our largest donation to date. But there were some minor pros and stuff, but mostly the whole thing of it itself just really wasn't our calling.
Yeah, it really didn't. It combated our style more than helping it really. So really what happened, it just made it harder for us to continue to do VPP, and that's really where a lot of our viewers came from. And then once that stopped, we stopped getting our loyal viewers that would be there every day. And when we were playing, what also happened is our loyal COD viewers would see the Pokemon and they'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? And then they would leave the stream. And then they eventually they saw it, so it was both ways, like he says.
Preach.
And it was kind of a combativeness, so whenever somebody would come in, they would join, they'd be like, no, I don't want to watch this shit, if they're watching the other thing. And then after a while, people just stopped tuning in, period, because of the complete polar opposites of COD and Pokemon.
Exactly.
It just threw everything out of balance. All right, since this video is taking a good little while to actually develop and finish, we're just gonna clip it and make a second part to it. That way, you guys can actually finish out this video without having to watching 30-something minutes worth. So if you click right here on the left side or right side, is that right? That's right. The right side of the screen, you can click the box above, and you can take it to the second part of the video. But thank you for watching this video, and we'll give you that second video in a second that you can continue for the rest.
Okay, bye bye.
See ya.